At Pentaho, we understand that tomorrow's success means having a complete picture of your company today. Our business analytics solution provides interactive visualization for powerful data exploration and analysis to reduce costs, improve operational effectiveness, increase customer loyalty, or maximize revenue and profit. The core of any business analytics solution is always the underlying data. Large amounts of data create the need for a big data solution, such as Hadoop. With Hadoop, Pentaho's MapReduce capability allows for easy access, aggregation, and enrichment of the data. From there, the data is moved into a high-performance columnar database supported by Pentaho, such as Greenplum, Vertica, and VectorWise. The Pentaho User Console offers a quick and easy way to create content. Moving left to right, operational ad hoc reports and analyses are created, and all information assets are combined into a single, powerful dashboard. Previously generated content is still accessible and exportable. Let's see how this telco company routes its service calls through providers to achieve the best possible quality at the lowest price, improving customer satisfaction. In this case, call detail records data, or CDR data, contains information such as call duration, the provider that was used, and costs. Once the data has been successfully prepared, we are ready for analysis. With heat grids, Pentaho provides real business advantages. Large amounts of data are plotted on a grid, and patterns can be quickly identified, allowing us to reroute calls to providers with similar quality at a significantly lower cost. Heat grids also help detect patterns in consumer behavior, product quality, and in an investment portfolio to find opportunities in areas that are primed for growth. We noticed that we were spending a lot of money with our Provider 5 routing calls in Germany. Here, the heat grid visualization represents costs by color and call quality by size. Redder squares show higher costs, and larger squares show better call quality. We easily see that Provider 5 in Germany has a higher cost and a quality rating of 8. We can route our calls to the lower cost Provider 9 with minimal change in the call quality. Customer satisfaction is protected while costs are decreased. Pentaho visualizations allow for interaction as well. Selecting a particular area, we can zoom in and quickly toggle between the visualizations and the details behind that chart. Pentaho has a powerful ability to represent data geographically using its geomapping service, which automatically encodes the location data. Here, we plot the average cost per call against countries. We can then take into account a particular area's population, logistical transit times, crime statistics, or specific customer locations. Hovering over Grenada to see why it has a high cost, we see the call cost of different providers. Provider 11 offers some of the most competitive pricing when it comes to delivering end service to Grenada. Cost of calls in a region or country can also be compared to the number and quality of calls. We look for outliers. Countries called most frequently, are the most expensive, and are receiving the lowest quality. Pentaho's scatterplot visualizations allow us to identify these outliers so that actions can be taken to improve efficiencies, recognize large cost savings, and improving overall quality for customers. For this example, we drill down into a smaller data set, Guam. With this detailed report, we see which provider delivers the best quality at the most competitive price. And we aren't limited to just our data. We can link to data that exists anywhere. To find other telecommunication providers for Guam, we are sent to an embedded Google search. Other possible applications for the scatterplot visualization include tracking revenue generation, delivery time comparisons, and customer patience for waiting on hold. But how does an end user identify questions they need answers to? Pentaho can help. Let's start a new analysis. Looking across our different territories at the amount of sales and the order status type for those particular products, we filter for those with negative statuses, like on hold, canceled, or disputed orders. On-hold orders may be the most important because they haven't necessarily had a negative effect yet. With Pentaho, we can identify them to resolve the issues before they become canceled or disputed orders. Viewing the data points, immediately we see that a large number of orders in the EMEA territory are canceled and also a large number of North American orders are on hold. Let's save those orders from becoming canceled. Drill down into North America. All of them are coming from the USA. Drilling down even further reveals the biggest problem is coming from San Jose, California. By dragging the Customers field over, we see that there is only one customer within San Jose that has on-hold orders. If we want to give that customer a call, that information is available directly from Analyzer. There's no need to jump to a separate CRM application. Before calling, let's look at some of this customer's past purchases and pull up an invoice report. We can tie this right into a current analytical report by copying and pasting this customer parameter. A hyperlink is then generated, linking to the previous order history for this particular customer. Going back to the current report, we now have some insight into this particular order that's on hold. The active hyperlink brings up a listing of all the products that make up this on-hold order. Now, we have all the information necessary to give this customer a call and resolve the issue. Whatever the case may be, we went from little information to knowing the exact customer and reason for the hold, and have the means to contact that customer directly, all within Pentaho. Oftentimes, business users want to access data quickly and easily to create their own operational reports without IT department intervention. In this example, we want to build a report that gives a detailed view into the activities of all our providers by country. We select New Report, and using the Telco telecommunications data, create a report that segments it out by provider. End users can select their own prompts for telco provider. That way, we can filter and look at one telco provider at a time. Drag telco provider up to prompts, and Pentaho will automatically build that prompt. Pentaho also allows for report customization. We can change the field lengths and some formatting. Here, we format the cost's numeric value as currency and punctuate the number of calls with commas. Now we can save the report and schedule it to be emailed on a timetable that meets our specific needs. The template can also be customized to get the exact look and feel. Now let's take that rich array of valuable reports and look at how all of that information is tied into a single, all-encompassing view of the organization. Here, the Telco Dashboard gives the executives at this telecommunications company a complete picture of the cost of their providers, the quality at which they're providing that service, and the location where that service occurs. Using the top left visualization, we see the top 5 countries by cost for providers 1, 2, 3, and 4. The number of calls and quality of distribution of those calls can be compared. For this example, we only want to view calls with the highest quality of 8 through 10. To the right, we have the same heat grid we looked at before, which shows the top 25 countries by cost and quality for all providers, and can easily compare it to the current providers. On the bottom left, we plot the average cost per call by number of calls for each country, along with the associated average quality. Lastly, to the right, we see the geographical distribution of these providers based on the average cost of those particular locations. We can zoom in on a particular country as before, or in the case of the scatter plot, drill into and keep only certain selections. Analyzing data has never been easier or more powerful. Get the complete picture for your company at pentaho.com.